Alright, I am in the parking lot of the Goodwill that's in my town. We're going to go inside and see if we find any treasures. This is not a particularly good Goodwill. You don't find a lot here, but every once in a while you find some good items. So we'll go see if we get lucky today. All right, well, that was actually a pretty great stop. They had a lot of stuff out. There was a lot of people there. I was kind of surprised, but a lot of people out, a lot of stuff out. I bought some cast iron. I bought a jewelry box that had either silver or gold in it. There's some stuff in the back of it. I think we got some silver or gold in that jewelry box. And then I also bought some candlesticks that are silver. And I will show you all of that when I get back home. Alright, here are the treasures from that load. Let's start over here with the cast iron. I bought these 2 pans. There were 4 pans there. I don't hardly ever find cast iron at Goodwill. And so for there to be 4 skillets, there was kind of unusual. 2 of them were cheap, newer types. These look like they might be older to me. Can't really see any markings on the bottom of them. Obviously there's a 2 right there near the bottom. Looks like there's something up top, a big 5, maybe something else. I paid $5 for this one and $6 for this one down here. 5X down there. So I'm going to put these through my electrolysis bucket, clean them up, and hopefully get lucky. There's something valuable underneath them. But even if I don't, if they're not, some name brand underneath there, underneath the grime, I should, once I clean them up, I should still be able to double my money on those. Go over here. There's these 2 candlesticks. Now they had their stickers right on the very bottom of them. Goodwill did. And I was covering up these markings. And you can see, I don't know if you're going to be able to read that or not, but it says sterling weighted. So what this is this has like a thick sterling silver foil. You kind of hear it crack in there. You can see kind of how thick it is right along the edge there. It's like a sterling foil over like concrete in there, or plaster that's inside there. These were $3 a piece. And I'm sure most people looked at that and thought they were just silver plated, but I recognize that as that sterling foil. There's probably like an ounce worth of silver on those 2 items. So it's not a lot of silver, but it's definitely worth more than the $6 that I paid for those 2. And, what will I do with them? I might peel the silver off, or I might just sell them as candlesticks still. And again, maybe double my money on those items. And then this is what was inside a jewelry box. They were the jewelry box is nothing special. It was like $3. It'll sell in our store for $3 again. But I bought it because of this. All right, there was some junk behind one of the drawers. So I always, when I'm looking at jewelry boxes at thrift stores, I always pull the drawers out and check behind the drawers, because sometimes stuff falls down in there, and if they don't take the drawers all the way out, you might not see stuff that's stuck in behind there. And I got lucky on this one. And so this little chain here, that it kind of looks silvery, but it is 10 karat gold. Have a look here. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. We've got 0.37 grams. So That's like $8 worth of gold, about $9 worth of gold. And then, of course, this is just junk here. And this, I'm pretty sure that's a little silver earring back, which basically no value, but I'll be able to use it. I save backs like that to match up with earrings that don't have backs when we sell them. So overall, pretty good load. Not bad. It's always exciting when you can find silver and gold and cast iron at Goodwill. After thinking about this for a little while, I do think that the value in silver weight is going to be more than what I can get for these as candlesticks, hopefully. So I'm going to take them apart, peel that foil off, and then weigh up that silver and see how much is there. I'm hoping for at least an ounce. And then once I get that silver off, I will show it to you. Here's a look at what is inside of these weighted silver items. This is actually a little bit unusual for me. I don't know, maybe it's the normal way, but this is like some sort of resin. When I've opened these up before, I found plaster inside. So a little bit different for me. But here is the silver from them. So you can see that silver foil. It's pretty thin, but it's like maybe 2 or 3 times the thickness of tin foil. Nah, it's probably like 3 or 4 times the thickness. But anyways, here is our scale. Let's turn it on. I'm going to switch it over to ounces. All right. I don't know if this is going to balance on top of there. There we go. So 1.5 ounces of silver, sterling silver, from those candlesticks, probably about 20 bucks. Again, I paid $6 for them, which was more than I wanted to pay, but not bad to get like 20 something dollars worth of sterling silver. I've got this first pan all done with the electrolysis process. It is a Lodge cast iron. I believe from the markings on here, it's from the 1940s, sometime in that range. And so I'm pretty happy that I came up with a Lodge out of this stuff. It's got some pitting on the inside, but it actually came out pretty decent. So one decent find. And then I haven't done this other one yet, but I'm pretty sure this is Birmingham Range and Stove. I think that's the company name. Just looking up some of these markings. We'll see what else, if anything else, is covered up right now under that grime. But I will drop that one in the electrolysis now. Alright, here are both the pans cleaned up. This is the one I have shown you already. This is the Lodge. This one is made by Birmingham Stove and Range Company in the, I think it's the early 1950s. So this one's a Lodge in the 40s, and I'll show you those markings. It's 3-notch, right? So it's got 3 notches on the bottom of it, like this. It's a Lodge pan. Like, I'm 90% sure. I'm a little bit less sure about this one. I'm not very familiar with the Birmingham. I believe it's Stove and Range Company. They made, like, obviously stoves, wood stoves, stuff like that. Also made cast iron for a long time. And this looks like their early 50s stuff. It's got the smaller, one of the ways to tell, it's got the smaller pour spouts on it than say earlier makes of it. And then also the ones that are earlier, these numbers on the bottom will be further offset. So like the size would be over here and the letter would be further over here. Like, say, so this is both at 6 o'clock, and on the older ones it'd be like 6:30 for the number and 5:30 for the letter. And you know it's not newer because when they got a little bit newer, they had more markings on the bottom of them. So it's pretty. I'm pretty confident this is an early 50s, like sometime between 1950 and 1954. Neither of these pans are super valuable, but they're both definitely worth quite a bit more than I paid for them. Again, I paid $5 for this one and $6 for this one. They both cleaned up pretty well. This one has a little bit of light surface pitting, but nothing bad. I think I could sell, each of them for like 20 bucks. Maybe I might be able to do a little bit better on the Lodge. So a pretty good return on the money. And they're both good, usable cast iron skillets. Nothing wrong with them. You take care of these pans, they will last forever. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. For a trip to Goodwill, it was a pretty good haul. I spent around $23 with tax, and the value, there was about $10 worth of gold, around $20, maybe a little bit more worth of silver, and then the 2 cast iron pans, I think total value there, $40 or $50. So for a $23 investment, that's a pretty good load of stuff. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see more content like this.